Hello, fam, and welcome back to another edition of George's Corner. I'm your host, George Lee Jones. Let's get started. First, before I go into it, I want to address the person that emailed me about humility. Okay? Humility is not thinking less about yourself, but spending less time thinking about yourself. I hope that helps. Now, let's get to the topic. This week's topic, curiosity. I picked curiosity because, well, first of all, curiosity did not kill the cat. It only expanded the cat's horizons, okay? Now, the reason I picked curiosity is because I was assisting my son with a little bit of cleanup and reorganization of his room, and we found this book that was given to him as a gift some years ago. The title of the book, Curious George. Haha, I'm George, and I am curious. So, for those of you who don't know the story, it's a story about a hunter or explorer wearing a yellow suit. That I'm not sure what that's about. But anyway, finds this monkey in Africa. And again, I don't think the monkey was lost, but anyway, that's part of the story. Brings him back to any town, USA. And this monkey becomes mischievous, gets into a whole lot of devious things, and the new owner of the man is always reprimanding him about these things. And it got me thinking, maybe this monkey wasn't a bad monkey. Maybe this monkey was exploring and investigating its surroundings and was trying to figure out how it fit in with the things in its new environment. And that got me to thinking about people. A lot of times when we're raised, we go through schools and our education, and we're told what we're good at. We're exposed to things of interest to other people. Maybe our parents thought that we had a proclivity for something that they had a desire to do and put it on us and told us to make it our own. Reason I'm saying this is because I've done business with doctors who wanted to be musicians, with lawyers who wanted to be magicians. Go figure. And I asked the question, why did you do what you're doing? And they said, well, because my parents said that if I want to make a good living, I should be a doctor or I should be a lawyer. And there's nothing wrong with that. My point was, if they were just a little bit more curious about their futures, they would have investigated and explored other areas of life to find out what they're really good at, what they really have a proclivity for, and turn that into some kind of money-making machine. Now, not everything that you're going to put your hands to is going to be a money-making venture, okay? Just want to put that out there right off the bat. Certain things that you're going to be interested in are not going to make you a lot of money, but here's the thing. You don't have to have a lot of money to have a great life. And I'm always hearing people espouse, there's greatness in you. Yeah, there's greatness in every one of us. But it does not take greatness to have a great or beautiful life. There's a guy who's pumping gas in some rural town, America right now, who that's all he or she wants to do. And they go home to a well-adjusted, happy household. Yeah, they don't have a lot of money, but they don't have a lot of problems that come along with a whole lot of that money. I digress. Let's get back to the curiosity thing I was talking to you about. And that is, be more curious about what's going on in your world, what's happening around you. Take up a new hobby. Do something you've never done before. Right now, because all of us are on lockdown, take this time to think, what are you interested in? Not what someone told you should be interested in, but what are you genuinely interested in that you wish you had done and never did? What if there's a writer inside of you right now, but you've never written anything? Why don't you start putting your thoughts down on paper and see what happens? What if you're sitting there right now and say, wow, I've always wanted to be an artist, but I've had no time because I've had all these things to do. As a hobby, just try drawing, maybe painting. You never know where that's going to take you. But you're using your curiosity to discover that, to investigate parts of you that you didn't even know existed. So that's all. I just implore each and every one of you right now, if you do nothing else, we've talked about imagination. We talked about how to make fear your friend. We've even talked about how to think of someone else sometimes more than yourself. But always remember, you're the most important person in your world, because you cannot be of assistance or help to anybody else if you're half a person. If you're walking around on empty, please don't try to give gas or motivation to somebody else if things ain't working out in your world. However, if you're full and you're energetic, then have at it. Help the world, because God knows we all need someone like you. But right now, figure out, what were you curious about as a kid that you didn't fulfill as a kid that you could do something great with as an adult? If nothing else but to share with your kids, to be curious about life. Life is so abundant, has so many things and options that you can explore. Do not pigeonhole yourself or find yourself trapped in a spot that you had no participation or decision making in being in. That's all I want to say, okay? Use a little bit of curiosity. Think not outside the box, but inside the box that is you. Figure out the tools that you have not used, okay? Just be curious. Whatever that is to you, please be curious. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Love yourselves, be great and kind to others, and oh yes, always, always be learning something new. Till next time, fam, I'm your host, and I love you all. I'm George Lee Jones, and I'm out. Peace.